Yo, what is good, everybody? It's your boy Golden Falls Golden, what if, whatever you want to call me. And I'm back with a brand new what if Deku had a video game Quirk. And as y'all can see by the beginning of the video, I had a little advertisement, a little ad in the very beginning. If you're interested at all in clothing, the clothing that's there, the knickknacks, all that stuff, make sure to go check the description below and you get 10% off at checkout using my code GOLDEN. And yeah, that's about it. I'm not gonna waste any more of your time, and we're gonna get right into this what if, and I'm super excited to basically tell this what if to y'all. So let's get it. In a world where superpowers called quirks were the normal, everyone hoped for an amazing quirk as a child to become an amazing hero themselves. But out of those many, this story is about one person. A child that seemed to show more interest in video games than actually playing hero. But for him, the dream of being a hero still was there, and it was confirmed the day he got his quirk. Honey, come downstairs, we're gonna go to the doctors to find out what your quirk is. What did you say, Mom? Izuku, come downstairs! The boy's name was Izuku Midoriya, and this kid was the future of Hero Society. Okay, Mom, I'm here, but can I play on my Nintendo on the way? Of course, honey. Yay! On the way, Midoriya continued to play one of his favorite games, Pokemon Ruby, trying to beat his previous speedrun time. Yes, I did it! What did you do, honey? I beat the game in 1 hour and 55 minutes. I beat the first place record. Inko just smiled and pats him on the head. They arrive at the doctor's and they head inside. Hello, doctor. I'm here to check what Izuku's quirk is.
Oh, hello, little one. What do you want to be when you grow up?
A hero, I guess. It'd be fun to save people like in the video games. The doctor looks at the kid in confusion, but then tells him to come and he will check his quirk.
Whoa, this is perfect for him.
What is it, doctor? He explains that he seems to have a quirk that deals with bringing programming to life, or being able to materialize programs. Izuku stops playing and looks at the doctor. Does that mean I can bring video games into this world?
Yes, exactly. You are very smart.
Mom, that is so awesome! Inko smiles and tells him I guess all those games he plays will actually be super useful now. They go home and Midoriya begins to think of ways to use his powers. Ooh, what about this? He holds out his hand and a Pokeball appears. Wow, how cool! Oh, I'm tired now. Inko tells him not to use his quirk too much until he gets a little older, because he needs stamina to basically use it, and he is too young to conserve energy while making things. Okay, Mom, I'll be more careful, and I will make sure to start training. Inko smiles and tells him that he will be a great hero. Thanks, Mom. Can I keep playing my games? Of course, honey. Just make sure to get your homework done.
The next day, Midoriya goes to school, and it seems like everyone has their quirks.
Kachan, what's your quirk? Oh, I have, my quirk is explosions. Whoa, Kachan, that's so cool. What about you, Izuku? Oh, mine is something called program materialization. But that is kind of confusing. So the doctor said I can basically make things come to life from video games. Whoa, that is so cool, Izuku. I wonder if you could become a character or maybe just gain their powers. Whoa, that's a great idea, Kachan. They both walk into school, and actually both of them are pretty popular. Midoriya doesn't even get bullied because of how relatable his quirk is to the other kids. After he showed them what he can do, they all thought he was awesome. Basically, when both Baku and Midoriya turned 12, they actually started training and working out their bodies. Well, Midoriya really needed it for his quirk, and Bakugo felt that it was just best for him to tag along and do so as well. Kachan. What is it, Izuku? You know how when we were young, you said that maybe I could gain the powers of video game characters? Yeah, what? Did you figure it out? Yup, watch this. Midoriya pulls out a piece of wood and lead. He smashes them together and he makes a pencil. See, Kachan? It's from Minecraft. Like, I can basically craft things even relating to this world as long as I know their makeup. But well, also if I have the materials.
Izuku, that's awesome. But can you do anything else?
Yeah, I can, but there's a lot of unknowns. Midoriya then pulls out a Pokeball.
Izuku, I've seen this before.
No, just watch. Midoriya throws the Pokeball on the ground.
Izuku, what the hell? How did you figure this out?
Well, honestly, it's kind of confusing. I mean, in simple terms, I basically had to study the coding of the program, and then I was able to create it. So my mom decided to basically put me in advanced coding courses, so that kind of helped me out.
You're such a nerd. I always wondered how you could play so many video games all class but still ace every test.
Midoriya then laughs, saying that, I mean, the work there is pretty easy anyways. They both do their own forms of training, but also keep up with their work for school, and one day the teacher has an announcement.
Hello class, I would be giving you career aptitude tests, but I know all of you want to go the hero route.
As the teacher says this, he basically throws papers into the air, and the class yells with joy.
Okay, calm down class. We have 2 students actually applying to UA, both Bakugo and Midoriya.
Bakugo stands on the desk and begins saying how he'll be the #1 hero and be the richest hero ever. Everyone then looks to see if Midoriya is going to say something, but he's just on his laptop playing a game.
Midoriya, you're not supposed to be playing games in class, you know.
But, Teach, I'm listening.
I know, but never mind. I still don't understand how you ace every test with ease.
Because the tests are easy, Teach. The teacher just rolls his eyes and tells the class to settle down, and then after a while the class is over.
Okay class, you're all dismissed.
Bakugo and Midoriya then leave.
So nerd, wanna do some training?
I can't. I actually got a tournament today.
I swore you just had one last week.
Yeah, but this is grand finals. Bakugo then tells him whatever and good luck, I guess. Thanks, Kachan. I'll see you at the beach to train tomorrow.
Hell yeah, nerd. Don't be late. We gotta clean the beach.
Midoriya waves and heads under a bridge to go home. Gosh, I can't wait to get home. The sewer beneath the bridge then erupts in green sludge. What the hell?
Kid, I didn't know he was here. I need your body.
The sludge villain charges on Midoriya. What the hell is that thing? Midoriya dashed out of the tunnel using an ability from a game he has been playing called Valorant.
You're fast, kid, but that won't save you.
It wasn't supposed to, Mr. Sludge Villain Monster. It was just a stall. Midoriya summons a digital map and points at something on it. I was just stalling for him. All Might then busts through the sewer.
Detroit Smash!
Midoriya updrafts to the sky and begins to float above the blast. Midoriya lands on the ground. All Might!
Are you okay, young man?
Oh yeah, I'm fine. I could have beat him myself, but I saw you on my radar, and I honestly didn't want to get in trouble for using my quirk. All Might basically looks at him in confusion, and Midoriya explains his quirk.
Whoa, that is an amazing quirk, young man. It's very unique. I've never heard of something like it.
Thanks, All Might. That means so much.
Where will you be going to school?
Oh, I actually plan to go to UA. I'm gonna start training tomorrow.
That is good to hear, young man.
Yeah, thanks. Oh shoot, I have to go. Thank you, All Might. Midoriya runs off. Damn it, my team is gonna be so mad at me. Midoriya gets home just in time, and he leads his team to win the grand finals, making, well, a decent amount of money. Okay, now I think I'm ready. Midoriya walks down the staircase. Mom, I have a surprise for you. What is it, honey? You know that house you've been looking at for a while? Yes, what about it? Midoriya pulls out a check. Here you go, Mom, for everything you've done for me. This is enough for the house and for it to be furnished. Inko begins to cry and hugs him. She tells him that she will get everything moved in, like basically in the next week, and to not worry about a thing. He thanks her and tells her that he will be training with Bakugo, so that works perfectly. The next day, Bakugo and Midoriya meet up at the beach covered in trash. Okay, you ready, Kachan?
Yeah, of course, nerd, but looks like some girl and her dad are already here, and they started.
They walk over and Midoriya greets them. Hello, I didn't know people would be cleaning the beach. Midoriya looks at a man and then looks at his radar. He thinks to himself that for some reason this man is labeled as All Might. The girl turns. Oh yeah, I'm doing this for training because I'm gonna be going to UA. Wow, that is amazing. What's your name? Oh, I'm Hina Yagi. Midoriya then responds. I'm Izuku Midoriya. Nice to meet you. Bakugo walks up annoyed.
Hurry up, nerd, and ask.
Oh, yeah, sorry, Kachan. Can we join you in cleaning the beach? We were planning on, training here as well. She looks at her dad and he nods. Midoriya looks at the man and smiles. They clean up the beach together, and for the first about 3 months, Midoriya is basically moved into his new home, and after finishing the beach, Midoriya actually approaches the man. Okay, I didn't want to bring this up when we first started training, but I know who you are. The man looks at the kid confused. It's fine, I won't tell anyone you're All Might. Midoriya shows his radar and it shows All Might on the map.
Sorry for trying to deceive you, young Midoriya.
No, it's fine. I get it. Midoriya tells him that he doesn't mind, that basically, if he doesn't mind, like, he just wants to keep training with Hina.
Of course, young Midoriya, that would benefit you both greatly.
Thank you. For the next 7 months, Midoriya puts tournaments and all that stuff aside and focused on studying, programming, and basically learning games with extraordinary powers, but also training his body. He also took the time to learn a game called UFC, and which is based on a real-life sport of MMA, allowing him to learn various forms of martial arts and become proficient at all of them in just 7 months, compared to other people who it would take them 10 years at least.
Okay, young ones, make sure to study hard for the entrance exam test.
They all thank All Might, and Midoriya is about to leave but is stopped by Hina. Oh, hey, what's up? I was wondering if maybe you wanted to go to the entrance exam with me. You know, like, I don't want to go by myself. Yeah, of course, but that didn't really sound like what you were gonna ask. Well, talk to you later, Hina. And she waves goodbye to him. She puts her hands in her face, and All Might basically puts his hand on her head.
It's okay, Hina. You can do it next time.
She nods and goes home. A couple days pass, and Midoriya, Bakugo, and Hina meet up for the exam. They sit next to each other, and President Mike explains the exam that they would be split up. Now to do their written portion, and after he will explain to them the practical. Everyone does so, and Midoriya finishes what's supposed to be an hour-long test in 5 minutes. He walks up to President Mike, and Mike asks if he has a question. Oh no, I'm just done. It was pretty easy. President Mike looks at him confused and then looks at his paper to see every answer is correct. After everyone is finished, President Mike begins to explain the practical. Okay, little listeners, there will be 3 main robots to worry about. A 1, 2, and 3-point robot. You will destroy those to gain points. And also, there is... A boy stands up, cutting him off, saying that he forgot one, and that he's not a respectable person of UA if he just forgets details like this. The boy then turns and points at Midoriya. And you, why are you even here if you're just gonna play video games? Might as well just leave. Midoriya looks up and looks toward Bakugo. Wait, he's talking to me? Dude, President Mike was about to explain the 4th robot, but you cut him off. Now sit down. The blue-haired boy is about to say another word, but Midoriya pulls out a portal gun, putting one on the ceiling and one beneath the boy. The boy then continuously falls. Nerd, let him out of the loop before you get in trouble. Hina looks at Midoriya and nods as well in agreement. Midoriya turns off the portal and tells the boy to sit down and just shut up. President Mike continues and explains that basically the 0-point robot should just be avoided. Hina, Bakugo, and Izuku are then split up, and they wait at their separate gates. The gates open and Midoriya goes sprinting out throwing a Pokeball. "Let's go, Charizard!" He hops onto the Charizard and they fly around destroying tons of robots. And using a blaster, Midoriya basically helps out with his Charizard. They land on the top of the building and just wait for the exam to end. "Good job, Charizard. I remember when you were just a cute little Charmander. Now you're flying around like a real dragon." Midoriya pets his Charizard and the ground begins to shake. Whoa, the 0-pointer. Yeah, maybe we should head out. He hops on his Charizard and begins to fly, but then he hears a scream from a girl trapped under rubble. He shoots a portal under her and then on top of a building, and she ends up on the building. He grabs her, throwing her on his Charizard. They fly off to where he can get help. "Hey, are you alright?" The girl tells him that she is fine. "Okay, good to hear. I'm gonna take you to Recovery Girl." He lands and carries her to Recovery Girl. "Come back, Charizard." Charizard is then sent back into his Pokeball and the ball disappears into his belt. Recovery Girl thanks him for the help and he says it's no problem and runs off before the girl could actually even say a word. He meets up with Hina and Bakugo and they basically talk about how they did. They both say that they did really well and definitely passed, but had to stop early because of the 0-pointer. Midoriya explains that he had to save a girl from getting crushed by the 0-pointer, so if he's lucky, he hopefully can get extra points for that. "Ooh, okay, nerd, making the moves on the ladies." Kacchan, it isn't really like that. Hina then gets flustered and runs off. Huh? What do you think that was about, Kacchan? Bakugo says that he's clueless, that she's liked him for months, and that he knows that he basically feels the same. Midoriya then blushes and shakes his head. "How do you even know that, Kacchan? Like, for sure?" "Dude, seriously? One mention of a girl and she freaked out and ran away." They then head back home and finally they get their letters a week later.
Young Midoriya, I've seen your progress so much and I would like to personally welcome you to UA. And not only that, to tell you, you got the highest score on both the written and practical. Congrats, my boy.
Midoriya immediately texts them both and Bakugo tells him that he will never lose to him again. Wait, Hina's calling me? Why? Hello? Yeah, I can meet you at the beach. Just give me 5 minutes. Midoriya heads out to meet Hina. When he arrives, he sees Hina sitting on a bench. "Hey Hina, why did you want to come here?" She explains that this is where they first met and that she felt like this was the best place to tell him this. What is it? She basically confesses to him and she buries her head in his shoulder. He admits to having feelings for her too as well, and they agree to actually go on a date the weekend after school starts. In the background, you can see All Might jumping for joy. The first day of UA approaches and Hina and Midoriya walk into a huge door with 1A on it together. Bakugo can be seen with his feet on the desk getting yelled at by the blue-haired boy from before. But Midoriya just ignores it and laughs at Bakugo, and Hina and him sit down. A girl then walks in seeing Midoriya. "Oh, you're the plain-looking boy who saved me." I guess so. "I'm Ochako Uraraka." "I'm Mazuka Midoriya. Are we just gonna ignore that you just called me plain?" Hina then starts getting mad as Ochako continues to talk. "Hey, Uraraka, you should probably sit down." She asks why and looks at Hina, and Hina smiles with a smile of, "I'm going to kill you." She runs to her seat and the teacher walks in.
Hello class, I'll be your teacher for the next 3 years. My name is Shota Aizawa. Now go put on these and meet me outside.
Aizawa throws the class PE uniforms and tells them to meet him outside. Everyone gets changed and they head out. Aizawa greets them and says they will be doing a quirk test. He throws Midoriya the ball and tells him to throw it as far as he can. "Well, do I have to throw it, Forsay?"
What are you talking about, kid? Just move the ball from the circle as far as possible. Better?
"Yes, sensei." Aizawa begins to think that this kid is weird. Midoriya summons a portal gun, shooting the ground below the ball and then shooting a beam at the moon.
Kid, what are you...
Aizawa looks to see the ball gone.
238,900 miles.
Yeah, that makes sense. Midoriya begins to walk back to the line, but Aizawa stops him.
Kid, did you just teleport the ball to the moon?
Yeah, was that against the rules? I'm sorry. Aizawa shakes his head and just tells him good job. The class begins to say that this will be fun, but when Aizawa hears this, he cuts them off, saying fine, that means last place will be expelled. The rest of the test begins and Midoriya gets first place in most of the events, and first overall because of his wide variety of items and things to use. For example, during the race, he just basically threw out a Pokeball with Alakazam and just teleported to the finish line.
Okay, and in last place is Moneta.
Moneta begins to beg Aizawa, but Aizawa just says that it was just a logical ruse to make them try their hardest. He dismisses the class and everyone is sent home. So, what did you think of the first day, Hina? Oh, I thought it was fun. The test wasn't too hard, but I guess I can't compare to your performance. Midoriya tells her not to worry, that she can be stronger than even him one day if she trains hard. She smiles and nods. The next day, when they arrive, Aizawa explains that a new teacher will be teaching them.
I am here, walking through like a normal person.
All Might tells the class to get on their hero outfits and meet him at Ground Gamma. They do so, and Bakugo has the same outfit as in canon, but Hina has a similar outfit to All Might, but with more of a white, yellow-ish design. Kind of like Starlight from The Boys, if you guys have seen that series. Midori, on the other hand, has a gadgety-looking outfit with headphones and an armband that acts as like a mini computer. Wow, Hina, I love your costume. It looks like All Might. She smiles and thanks him, saying that he looks good in his outfit as well. And then she glows red while saying this and runs to All Might. She is just always the same. He walks to All Might and as well, and All Might explains the plan.
Well, class, I was going to make you do 2 versus 2 battles, but I decided to scrap that idea. I feel that combat training is important, so all of you will be facing me in a class 1A versus All Might battle.
Everyone looks at him in shock, but Bakugo and Midoriya fist bump. Yeah, we are going to beat All Might. And that is the end of part 1 of this What If. If you couldn't tell, the pacing is a little different for this What If. If you guys have been here a while, you know that normally I end at the USJ, but I decided to change the pacing, add a little bit more detail. And yeah, I know some of y'all want a longer video, so I was trying to add more detail, and I'm gonna stretch the series out a little bit more. But you know, I try to accommodate because I know some people like one thing, some people like another. But you know, I hope you guys enjoyed overall the part 1 of What If Deku Had a Video Game Quirk. And if you did, please leave a like and subscribe. And I mean, if y'all blow this up, I'll try to get part 2 out to you as soon as possible. But I mean, obviously I have stuff planned or what ifs planned already. But if y'all want this on priority and y'all want it out ASAP, I'll get it to you as soon as possible. But yeah, that's about it. I'm gonna leave it at that. And I hope all y'all having a wonderful day. Later.